Salut mes amis, ça va? Welcome back to another insightful lesson with FrenchArena. Today, we're going to delve into the beauty of the French language by exploring 15 beautiful words that you should definitely incorporate into your vocabulary. Vous êtes prêts? C'est parti! Now, I remember when I started learning French, I spent a lot of time trying to focus so much on conjugation and grammar, and then I realized I actually wasn't taking time to learn more vocabulary, for lack of a better word. And so what did I do? I decided to start reading more books, because when you read more books, they really help you. And one of the things I really love talking about, or one of the things I love teaching, is vocabulary, because I realized that the more you improve your vocabulary, it helps you have more fluent conversations. And so today, I decided to share 15 most beautiful French words, but according to me, these are the words I think are really, really beautiful. When I hear them, when I see them, I'm like, oh, wow. It just makes, there's some words in your native language that you listen to and you're like, so nice, right? Now, spoiler alert, if you know these words, then you're definitely a B1 student. You might actually even be an A1 student, you might have come across it, but if you know all these words that I'm going to tell you today, then kudos to you, you're a B1 student, definitely B2, C1, and obviously a C2 student. So in today's lesson, we're going to take a look at the pronunciation of each of these words, the definition of each of these words, and also a sample sentence with each of the words. And because I want you to definitely remember all these words and constantly use them to enhance your vocabulary, I have created a free PDF for you. All you need to do is put in your name and email address in the link below, and today's lesson will be sent directly to your inbox. Once you receive the PDF, it's yours forever. If you're someone who is a visual learner, but you equally like to read at the same time, all you need to do is put in your name and email address in the link below, and the book gets sent directly to your inbox. With that being said, let's get started with the first word that I think is very beautiful in the French language. Épanouissement. Épanouissement. How does it sound? Like, even though I'm like, I think it's the first time I heard it, I think I said épanouissé. I don't even remember the first time I heard it or the first time I read it, but I did know that afterward I was like, oh my goodness, this is actually nice. Épanouissement. And this word just means blossoming or flourishing, like the state of developing fully or achieving success or fulfillment. And so for a sample sentence, I could say, après des années de travail, elle a enfin trouvé son épanouissement dans son nouvel emploi. So do you understand how the word came about? Because I agree, everybody should want fulfillment in their job, in their work, whatever it is they do. So it's such a nice word. Like I said, it means blossoming or flourishing or fulfillment. Let's look at number 2. Number 2 is sérénité. 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 And this just means serenity or tranquility, like a state of calmness, peace, no disturbance. You just everywhere is just serene. That's it basically. Elle a trouvé la sérénité en marchant le long de la plage, au lever du soleil. Number 3, éclat. Éclat. I definitely can remember the first time I heard this word, and it was in 2022 of June. Anyways, I remember that specific time because I heard it and I was like, what does it mean? I first of all thought the person was trying to say éclairs. So you know what éclairs is, right? But then the person actually explained what it meant, and I was like, oh wow, how come I'd never heard of this word? So you see why I say that it's good to actually take your time to read or listen to different things. You pick up new vocabulary that you'd never heard of. It's the exact same way in the English language. I learned the word segue, and I think this was 2021 from my husband. I had never heard the word before in my whole life. I was like, what does segue mean? And he's like, you don't know what segue is? And I'm like, I have no idea what it means. So yes, éclat is a beautiful word. Now the definition is radiance or brilliance, which is the quality of shining brightly or emitting intense light, okay? And this is really often associated with beauty or splendor. Son sourire éclatant illumine la pièce entière. Number 4, caresse. Caresse. And I'm sure you've heard this in English when you say, don't caress the girl. Is it even called don't caress the girl, don't caress the girl? My goodness. But anyways, in French, it's caresse. Let's take a look at the definition. This just means a gentle touch or stroke, usually expressing affection or tenderness. Elle sentit la douce caresse du vent sur sa peau à l'heure qu'elle traversait le parc. Number 5, incandescence. 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 Nice, right? I was like, ooh, this is a new word. Let's take a look at the definition. So in English, we would call it incandescence, and this just means the emission of light by a hot body or the quality of glowing with intense heat or emotion. And the sample sentence, le feu de camp projetait une incandescence chaleureuse dans la nuit sombre de la forêt. Number 6, délectable. 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 And in English, just basically delectable. This just means extremely delicious or delightful, often used to describe food or experiences that bring great pleasure to the senses. And so, the sample sentence, le pas fort délectable de pâtisserie fraîchement cuite emplissait la boulangerie. I really love the smell. Like, of course, I'm not at the bakery. I don't even know why I'm sniffing, but I can just actually imagine being at a bakery. Let's take a look at the next one. The next word, charme. Charme, which just means charm in English. Charm. And this just means the quality of being attractive, delightful, or appealing, often associated with charisma or allure. And so, a sample sentence, son charmant sourire attirait toujours l'attention des autres. The next beautiful French word is ravissant. 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 And this equally means charming or delightful, extremely pleasing or attractive, captivating with its beauty or charm. La jeune mariée était ravissante dans sa robe blanche, rayonnant de bonheur et d'amour. The next beautiful French word is effleurer. 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 The definition is to touch or stroke lightly and gently, barely making contact. Ses lèvres effleuraient à peine les siennes dans un baiser doux et timide. The next one, émeraude. 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 You already guessed, it means emerald. I think every girl loves diamonds, and most girls. An emerald is absolutely beautiful. I remember there was a phase in my life where I was all about green. Now the only greens I like are vegetables. Or I have to eat them, basically. Chaque fois qu'elle était regardée la mer, elle était captivée par la beauté émeraude de ses eaux scintillantes. The next word, émerveillement. 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 Nice, right? Those L's, I know that people sometimes say émerveillement. The L's are like ye, like you're saying fee, or ye, like I just said. So basically, émerveillement. D'accord? And this just means to be in amazement or wonder. So the feeling of surprise, admiration, or awe inspired by something remarkable or extraordinary. L'émerveillement dans les yeux à la vue des feux artifices était contagieux. 12. Rêverie. Rêverie. And this just means to daydream, okay? To be in a state of being lost in pleasant thoughts or fantasies, often with a dreamy or abstract quality. Perdu dans une douce rêverie, il contemple les étoiles scintillantes dans le ciel nocturne. And the next one, délicatesse. Délicatesse. This just means delicacy or finesse. So the quality of being fine, subtle, or sensitive, often associated with refinement or elegance. La délicatesse de la porcelaine fine rendait les tasses à thé aussi belles que fragiles. Next one, éternité. 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 This just means eternity. Infinite or endless time, often used to describe something that lasts forever or has timeless qualities. Leur amour semblait durer une éternité, défiant le temps et les épreuves de la vie. Et finalement, 15. Joie de vivre. Let me know in the comment section if this is actually a word or a phrase. It just basically means joy of life, and I think it's a word because let me know in the comment section, do you think it's a word or do you think it's a phrase? But anyways, joie de vivre. Joie de vivre. And this just means the joy of living. So the exuberant enjoyment of life, embracing its pleasures and experiences with enthusiasm and zest. Son énergie débordante et sa joie de vivre contagieuse illuminait chaque pièce où elle entrait. And so, there you have it, 15 beautiful French words in the French language. At least to me, I think these words are the most, well, I don't want to say the most beautiful 15, but the top 15 I could think of that are extremely beautiful. These stunningly beautiful words should enrich your vocabulary and your life. That is my hope. Like I said, do not forget, if you love the free PDF for today's lesson, all you need to do is input your name and email address, and you will get the free PDF sent directly to your inbox. It's completely free. You can have it forever. You should have it forever. Share with anyone you want to, and just look through to remember the words. Every single sample that I gave in today's lesson will be in the book as well. I have also gone ahead to add at least 2 extra samples. So, for instance, you see joie de vivre and you see 3 samples in the book, just so that you can have an idea of how to use them in different contexts. Now that you want to enhance your vocabulary more, if you would love to learn 100 most common words in the French language, all you need to do is click the link above here to watch the lesson. Don't forget to like this video if you thoroughly enjoyed the lesson and you actually did learn new vocabulary. And please share with anyone else who would be interested in learning 15 useful French words, okay? Also, one extra thing, I would love if you could make a sentence with any of the words you learned today. So you could decide to make a word with délicatesse or éternité. Anyone, just make a word. I would love to read from you and see how you could form a sentence with any of the words you learned today. Until I see you in the next lesson, bonne journée.